of International Women's Day. We have a responsibility to ensure that they do not live in this make-believe.
My first program is called Around the Fire Leadership Conversations with Lois. This is going to be the overall umbrella of all the leadership conversations that I'm going to be doing. The term Around the Fire is inspired by my own upbringing, living in the village, where every evening after a long day of work, we would all sit around a warm fire as a family and begin to share the stories of the day, share the special moments of our day with each other. What I like about Around the Fire moments was that anything could be discussed. Sometimes the conversation were really happy ones where everybody would be laughing. Sometimes there would be difficult conversations, and sometimes there would be sensitive conversation. The good thing was everything got discussed around the fire. And so in establishing this program, my aim is to create that space for NGO directors in particular to come together and discuss their issues. But we are also inviting young people who are aspiring to become directors to join us in the conversations, because we will be sharing our experiences as directors, the choices that we made, the decisions that we took, the good things we did, which we hope can inspire young people. As I think of that space, and as I think of you out there at home, it's important that we reflect on the following questions. Today I'm talking about a contentious issue, which is the issue of the NGO founder-director syndrome. This issue is often discussed in many spaces within the NGO sector because of the conflict that it brings between the founder-director and the employees that get employed when the NGO now has money. There are 4 things that I want to highlight in this video. Issue number 1 is that it is very noble for someone to find or to start an NGO. And this needs to be respected, because often people who start NGOs start them with no money, they only start them with a passion. And sometimes they start them with no skills and hope that their passion will take them along. And initially in the first year, the passion really works, and the second year and so on. But like everything else, the environment changes, the situations change, the context changes. And then the NGO now has money, the director hires professional people to help them to manage the programs in the NGO. And this is often when the conflict starts. The second issue I want to highlight is that an NGO is not a family business. It's a government entity. And that is why we register it with the Social Welfare Department. It's an extension of the work that government can't do, or the gaps that government want filled by a non-governmental organization. This is very important because it relates to the third issue. Third issue is that an NGO cannot be inherited. Even if you are a founder member, you cannot say, I will leave the NGO to my daughter or to my son or to my son-in-law or daughter-in-law. That's not how it works. An NGO, as I said, it belongs to the people. It's a state entity. And the fact that you started it doesn't necessarily follow that you own it as a family entity. The fourth thing is that even though you have founded and started the NGO, it must still be managed in a professional manner. And this means that it must be run and be governed by professional policies and professional ethics. And so you are obliged as a founder member to set up the systems that are required, to follow the systems of recruitment, to be transparent to the beneficiaries and the people that work in the organization. The power issue that normally happens between the staff and the founder director is unnecessary when you have set up clear systems of how things must operate. The fifth point is that usually a founder member comes in with a founder board. And it's very important that both the founder member and the founder board both understand that this is not a personal business that they are starting, but that this is a state entity. Do watch my next video, because in the next video I will specifically focus on founder boards and the challenges that ultimately are experienced by the founder director and the founder boards. Please like my videos, share them, and subscribe. Thank you.